Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Trying to take on Trump supporters. McConnell just got career-ending news: he's done. When Trump won the presidency in 2016, he gave the Republicans in Congress the greatest gift they'd ever gotten in their lives. After leading a populist revolt against the Democrats, Trump took office with an agenda that had the American people excited and feeling good about their country again. All McConnell, Ryan, and the rest of the Republicans had to do was sign on to the agenda, pass it through Congress, and they would have been the ruling party for the next 100 years. Unfortunately, the Rhino Republicans in Congress have revealed their true colors and sent their message loud and clear that their allegiance is not to the American people, but to their fat cat corporate donors. It's a decision that will prove to be their downfall. During the disastrous administration of former President Barack Obama, McConnell was known on the left as being an obstructionist. The opinion on the right, however, was sharply divided. Some praised him for his tenacity, while others criticized him for being part of the political establishment and not keeping his promises. The Republican failure to pass a replacement for the Affordable Care Act in 2017 was seen as a major blow to the senator's power structure. And things have continued to slide downhill for old Mitch. Judge Roy Moore recently called for Republican Senator Mitch McConnell to resign as Senate Majority Leader on Tuesday. Mitch McConnell apparently didn't learn his lesson during the primary or runoff when Republicans across Alabama categorically rejected his hand-picked candidate. Senator McConnell should resign from his position as Majority Leader. RT if you agree. #ALSEN, Moore tweeted. Judge Roy Moore, Mitch McConnell apparently didn't learn his lesson during the primary or runoff when Republicans across Alabama categorically rejected his hand-picked candidate. Senator McConnell should resign from his position as Majority Leader. RT if you agree. #ALSEN. Here's the relentless pounding Breitbart Bart gave the embattled Senate Majority Leader. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is badly losing the war he is waging against his own party's voters this Thanksgiving, a sign of the failed GOP leader's waning power in the era of President Donald J. Trump. Just over a couple weeks from now, conservative Judge Roy Moore is expected to defeat radical Democrat Doug Jones in Alabama's special election for the U.S. Senate seat vacated by now Attorney General Jeff Sessions, and that is just the beginning of a larger wave brewing against McConnell. After Jones goes down, as polls indicate he will, and Moore is elected to the Senate, McConnell faces a rash of electoral events coming up next year that are likely to further destabilize his power structure in the Senate, all while struggling this year to get anything done for President Trump's agenda. McConnell's last-ditch effort to stop Moore in Alabama has been an all-out failure for the Senate Majority Leader. Now discredited in conservative media outlets, the evidence-free allegations against Moore purported that he engaged in sexual misconduct decades ago. Literally within minutes of the allegations first surfacing in the Washington Post, McConnell and his swamp monster legion of GOP allies in the Senate called for Moore to step aside. The allegations have not subsequently held up under scrutiny and the stories of the accusers have begun crumbling with actual investigation into their veracity. Check out the details from The Hill. Senate Republicans are running out of options in their effort to replace Roy Moore as the party's nominee in the Alabama Senate race, Alex Bolton wrote in The Hill this past weekend describing McConnell's failed efforts. In the past week, they tried to pressure Moore to drop out by siding with the women who accused him of sexual misconduct. He refused. They tried to coax President Trump into calling for Moore's ouster. Trump declined. They tried to convince the Alabama Republican Party to disqualify Moore as the nominee or to schedule a new election. Those officials said no. They tried to find a write-in candidate to challenge Moore, but their first choice, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, signaled through allies he wasn't interested. Senator Cory Gardner, Republican Colorado, the chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, NRSC, went so far as to call for a vote to expel Moore from the Senate should he win the December 12 special election. Nothing has worked. Moore is still in the race. The Tea Party patriots, Freedom Works, and the Senate Conservatives Fund have all called for not only McConnell, but the entire Republican leadership to resign. You can bet that if McConnell and the Republicans can't pass tax reform, then those calls will only intensify. What do you think of Mitch McConnell and all the other swamp monsters? Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.